There is a video that went viral that some retired police officers were threatening the Nigerian government. One of them even states that if the government does nothing about their pension, he will personally enlist himself to be among those that will train terrorists in Nigeria. Before we go further, just watch the video.
A general abandoned his foot soldiers in the war front. It's unfair. And I'm giving a warning now. I don't know what will happen. In case nothing is done, I will be on the other side of the world. I will join Boko Haram. Look at me. I'm a Poka. I'll go there and be training them. Having them to fix their gun and teaching them parade. You know, if they're not going to Nigeria, I go turn upside down for all of us. I will do it. That's my only.
They should remove us and return our pension board for us.
Those people you saw there in that video are retired police officers. They are complaining about their pension. That the federal government of Nigeria, after they serve the federal government as a police officer for 35 years, 30 years, or whatsoever, at the end of the day, their pension is just 2 million naira. And the pension board which they were being put into, they are exploiting them. After they finish serving, they will say what is accorded to you is 2 million. It means that all the years of service they have been doing to this country, what they are able to get is 2 million naira. So they started protesting and they are angry. Although the Nigerian Senate is trying to see how they can establish a separate pension board for the police officers so that they will not be depending on the general pension board. But you know, the police are lamenting. And even those 2 million naira, some of them, they are finding it difficult to even collect the money. That is to tell you how corrupt the system have got into. That somebody will serve for how many years, and after his service, they will tell him that what he has is 2 million naira. Just imagine that 2 million naira is less than $2,000, and the person worked for 35 years as an officer. You know, seeing this kind of video, I have so many things to say about this particular video. The first thing I want to say about this particular video is that most of all the major protests that you see that people in Nigeria, youth in Nigeria are protesting for good government, is the same police, is the same soldiers that will come and they will use these politicians, these elites will use and interrupt the protest from the masses. They will interrupt it. They will not allow the people to protest for good government. Not knowing that if there is a good government in Nigeria, they will also benefit. They will be a beneficiary. Once there is a bad government, they will just keep lamenting and lamenting, and nothing will be done. Let's be frank. But it's the same people that are victims that they will still use against the masses. Definitely they will use them against the masses. But now that they are no longer in office, they are now seeing the reality from where the masses were seeing it before. That is the first thing. Then this, because let's be frank, the power of, like the president of Nigeria currently, his power is based on the military and also all the armed forces. That is where his power lies, nothing else. If that is why you see that in Nigeria, once there is a coup today, the president cannot do anything, because the only way that he can escape a coup is when there's division among the military. But when they are unity, say let's have a coup, there's nothing he can do. You understand? That is why you see they try to create a system that makes any plot of coup not successful. You understand? Because that is where the power lies. So that is the first thing that I need to tell you about this particular video. The second thing I want to point out from this video is where the man said he was giving a threat that if nothing is done about their pension, that he will go and enlist himself to be training Boko Haram members. He will be giving them those skills that he knows as a police officer. He will be training them. As the man made that statement, this thing made me to understand that some of these officers in the military, officers in the police force, officers in some of these parastatals that were not treated well, they end up becoming a threat to this country. Yeah. Most of the time, they are the one that knows the links of how to supply weapons to these terrorists. They give them the access because they are not being treated well. They are not being paid well. They are not being paid well. So at the end of the day, they go against the state. So if these people are not treated well, it will cause an increase in insecurity in Nigeria, because they will feel that we spend these years protecting and serving this country, yet we have nothing to write home about. So what do? we should fight the same country we once protected. That is one of the things I saw about this particular video. Then the last thing I would like to say about this particular video is that the government of Nigeria, they need to step up their game in terms of force men. Most of the time, the payment they pay these guys, when you even hear the payment, even the military, when you hear how much they are being paid, especially junior officers, they are just working as slaves. When you go to other countries and you are being enlisted into the force, they pay you well, that you can take care of your family comfortably. That is why when you go to other countries, if there is war, you see soldiers that are willing to give their life for their state, because they know that they are being taken care of well by the state. And if anything happens to them, their children, their family are protected. They won't be neglected by the state. How many officers served this country and they became victims of attack when they went for war, when they went for to calm tension? And as I'm talking to you now, their families are scattered. They cannot even eat. They cannot even, you understand? The government has forgotten about them. In short, when they are celebrating Armed Forces Day, during Armed Forces Day celebration, they will go and borrow people to come and pretend as if they are widows of officers that were slain. Yeah, they do it. They will just borrow some women, borrow some people. They will use them to do Armed Forces Day. The real widows of officers, they are scattered, struggling. So the system was created in a way where they exploit these people. They exploit them, they don't pay them well. They don't pay them well. When you go and see the payment junior officers receive, the payment some of these officers receive, you will be surprised. You will be very surprised. And these are people who have signed their life for the state. That, do you know what it means to say you want to go into the force, whether it's a military, whether it's the police force, or any of the force, whether military or paramilitary, that you have to engage with criminals, you have to engage with fight for the state. Those things call for for you to do such a thing, it means that you are sacrificing for the state. Let's be frank, you are sacrificing for the state. The truth of the matter is that if the police force or the military, because I'm still referring it back to the military, they are being paid well, some of them will not involve themselves in some of this fraud they do during traffic, in the road, in the station. Some of them will not engage in it. It's because what they are paying them is nothing to write home about. That is why you see that this set of people are always finding every way to exploit the average Nigerian, to exploit masses. So that is what I see concerning this particular video. I don't know, what do you think? Just drop in the comment section.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Onyeka Jesus Boy YouTube channel for more.